I'm Chris Maru, bringing you the Texas Monitor Week in Review. Well, that took long enough. Visit Dallas has announced that former State Representative Sam Coates will be the group's interim CEO, replacing Philip Jones, who we've reported on many times before. Jones was accused of using Visit Dallas funds inappropriately, including a $400,000 advance on his bonus on top of his $700,000 salary. We also uncovered how he spent time running triathlons while on company trips. The reform of the tourism group is long overdue. A city audit criticized the Bureau for having little to no oversight, even though taxpayers fork over $30 million annually. The audit also found that Visit Dallas provides murky metrics regarding their successes, including how it reports hotel occupancy rates in Dallas. The chief financial officer, CFO, also stepped down this week. No word yet on his replacement. A bill passed the state house that would divert a variety of equine-related sales taxes from the state's general fund to boost the purses awarded to the owners of winning horses. 3 of Texas racing tracks are going to be involved in this. The State Budget Board says that HB 2463, as it's called, would amount to $50 million. The general fund over the next 3 budgets is how much that'll be. The Texas Horsemen's Partnership believes the funds would be more than returned by the increased business that larger purses would bring into Texas. Of course, they always say that. As you might imagine, some conservatives are against the preferential treatment of one industry over another. The bill's author, Tracy King, did not return a request for comment. It now moves over to the Senate for debate there. In one of the busiest weeks for the Texas House, HB 1631 also got the votes it needed to inch closer to becoming law. The bill would ban those red light cameras in the 35 cities that employ them. Governor Greg Abbott set this as one of his priorities for the session, and the bill's sponsor, Jonathan Strickland, said on the House floor that it's about time to stop policing for profit. A 2017 study found that red light cameras had no impact on safety on the roads or prevented accidents of any kind, but they did make money for cities. The Senate still hasn't considered their version of the bill. A controversial amendment that would allow cities to keep their red light cameras if they already have them until contracts expired was removed after an outcry from the public. More local news, meaning actual city. The Mount Enterprise City Council has placed its administrator on unpaid leave after she was convicted on 3 counts of abuse of an official capacity. Rosina Becker-Ross was sentenced to 6 months probation and $2,000 in fines after it was found she was asking the city marshal to write traffic tickets to meet a quota. I know you think they do this in other cities, but here they've got proof. The marshal was fired after he reported Becker-Ross to state investigators, so guess what? He is suing the city, saying that he lost his job for doing something he thought was right. Lastly, the former acting chief of staff for Texas Congressman Henry Cueller is suing his office, claiming she was fired for being pregnant. Christy Smalls says she emailed Cueller to discuss her maternity leave, and the congressman let her know she was on a 90-day probation period and was fired for not being able to perform her duties within that time frame. However, Smalls spoke with other employees and found that no one else had ever been in a probation period or knew anything about the policy. Of course, there are a lot of exceptions for congressmen that the rest of us don't get. A spokesperson for Cueller, who represents the South Texas area, says Small is not accurately describing her time in the office or her termination. We shall see. For more government accountability news around the state, head to texasmonitor.org. You can also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/The Texas Monitor and on Twitter at The Texas Monitor. I'm Chris Maru.